Hi guys, I'm Andy and welcome to Life on a Bike with me, Andy. Today we're doing the round 2 of the Zwift Racing League, and this is the team time trial. There's supposed to be 4 of us. There's only 3. So what that means is because the time is based on the 4th rider, what we do here bears no consequence on the race as a whole. So basically what we're doing here, it makes a difference. It's just a training route for us now because we don't have 4 riders. I'm not quite sure why that would make a difference, because surely that puts us at deficit, but there you go. So there is myself, there's Paul Stocks, and then there's a John Revel. John Revel is he's new to our team. We sort of borrowed him because there was just going to be 2 of us, and that's even worse. So I think there's a few of the riders didn't turn up, couldn't be bothered, I don't know, were poorly, ill, who knows. But anyway, team time trial, we're on the greatest London flat route, and it's 19.3 miles. So not too shabby, not too short. It's quite a nice route. There's me on the front, sort of giving it beans, but not too many beans. Only half a can given here, because what we want to try and do with a team time trial is to get into our rhythm, so that we're looking at doing a minute each. So I've just done my first minute. Paul now goes through and does his minute. I'm going to tack on to the back behind John, and hopefully keep hold of him, which I do, and then I'll get a bit of respite. I mean, I say a bit of respite, I'm still at 290 watts, so it's quite hard still, although we are going uphill. So we've done all right in the past with team time trials. We usually come sort of in the top 3, but because obviously with this one, there's no chance of us getting any points and coming anywhere. So we're not going to. Well, we won't be disqualified, but it just won't have any whatever points would have been earned just won't be, basically. So there we go. There, John, he goes to the front now, and Paul goes to the back behind me, and this is what we do in a team time trial. Now this looks quite straightforward and easy, but with Zwift it's not. What you tend to find is that people will sometimes panic a little bit as they get dropped off the back a little bit, like Paul is now. Not that he's panicked, but so in order to then get back onto my wheel, he puts in a bit of an effort and then goes straight past me. In real life that doesn't really happen. You kind of put your brake on, whatever, but you got more control in real life. On this game, it's not that great. So you can find, if you don't concentrate, you can find that each cyclist goes all over the place, which is a bit pants, because this is what you want: a nice straight line, about 2 meters between each rider. And then, so there's 3 minutes. So now it's my turn. So John is now just taking the heat off. I'm going past him. Hopefully Paul will go past John as well, which he does. John will then tuck in behind Paul, I hope. Yes, he is. And then, now it's my turn. So we're up to sort of nearly 300 watts for another minute. And that's kind of how it will stay for the next 18 miles, actually. We've already done 1 mile. And this is the greatest London flat route, but it's not actually all that flat. I mean, it's fairly flat, but there are a couple of kickers in there that get a bit spicy, so you do have to bear this in mind. One of the other tricks with the time trial, a team time trial I should say, is that you need to be aware where the other people are, because the time is taken on the 4th rider, and obviously it doesn't matter with us because there's only 3, but normally it's taken on the 4th rider. Oh, there goes Paul, giving it beans. Excuse me. When you cross the finish line, if you're pouting it as fast as you can at the front, and the 4th guy is like half a mile back, it doesn't matter how fast you go, the time will always be taken on the 4th rider. So if he's half a mile back, you're going to have to sit and wait until he crosses the line. So you need to stay together, and you need to be as fast as the slowest rider, okay, or who you think is the slowest fourth rider. You've got to stay together. So John's just gone past me. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Don't know why there was such a gap. I think it's because Paul got a bit carried away, and I either struggled to keep up, or I was waiting for John to go past me. Don't know. But anyway, Paul's done his bit. Now, to be fair, I mean, no one's perfect on this. As you'll see, I'm not perfect either. But when Paul got to the front and there was a big gap, that's not great for the person behind, i.e. me, because I'm not taking the best draft from him, because the whole idea is with a team time trial is that the person in second and third place and fourth place, they get a draft, so they get a bit of respite as the person in front gives it beans. So if there's a big gap, then there's no respite, so you're not gaining an advantage, if you like. So you've got to make sure that you stay behind the people in front of you to get the best respite. Now, as I was saying, it's all done on the fourth rider, so you've got to stay together. So at the bottom of the screen, just by my feet, you can see the little indicators of how far away John and Paul are. So John at the moment is 7 meters, Paul's 11 meters. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm cruising ahead a little bit too much, so I'm just starting to slow down a little bit, because what I don't want is for those to go too high, those numbers. If they're 25 meters behind, I mean, you can see on the right hand side as well that John's 2 seconds and Paul is 2 seconds behind. That's not good. So that's me going too hard, too fast on the climb, which is unusual for me, being such a big lad. So that's not what I want to do. Now they're catching up, but they're going to have to put in a bit of an effort to catch up. So again, burning matches. So it's all about being smooth. If you're smooth, it's fast, and that's the way to look at it. Be aware of where everyone else is. Stay together. If your fourth person gets dropped, stay with him, okay? Don't just go off, because if he can't do it at your speed, you're better off to all stop. Oh dear, what am I doing there? See there, I gave a bit of an effort to try and catch up, and because we were either on a flat or slight downhill, I've gone shot straight past them. So I've then stopped pedalling and let them go past me again. So it's all upsets the rhythm a little bit. So that was my fault. My apologies, boys. Yeah. So oh dear, I can't remember what I was talking about then. But yeah, it's like it's smooth is fast, and I really can't remember. Oh yeah. I remember now. I remember in Star Trek. The oh no, it's gone again. No, oh Jesus, hang on a sec. Just going to stop this. Right. It's we were. Oh yeah, fourth person. Yes, that's right. It's all based on the fourth person. So your best bet, if your fourth person gets dropped, is all three of you hang back, slow down, and carry the fourth person to the line almost, because that way you are going to get there quicker than if you left him, because he'll be able to take a draft off you. You've got to help each other. Okay, so it's really important that you get it right in a time trial, and then you'll go faster. So smooth is fast, and take your turn. What we're doing this in 1 minute intervals. When you get to the front, don't just kick the power down. Don't empty your can of beans. Nice and smooth. Okay, nice and smooth. I mean, Paul's doing 300 watts. I'm now doing 300. Well, just under 300 watts. So I've slowed it down a little bit. 280 watts. There's no point going too hard, because you'll knock yourself out, you knock everyone else out, and then people will start to bounce off the back and on it's just, it gets messy. And that's not what you want. You don't want mess. No one wants mess. But we normally do a pretty good job. Now, on the right-hand side, you can also see how all the other teams are doing. Or say all the other teams, the teams in front and the teams behind. Now, we all started with minute intervals. So I started a minute behind the people in front. Okay, so the people in front are the velos, or the velos. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And they are at the moment 41 seconds ahead. So that tells me we're catching them up. So we've now gained 20 seconds. So that's our carrot, if you like, if we're a donkey. And that encourages us to sort of catch them on. And it gives you an idea of how we're going compared to other people. Now, the people behind, they're a minute and 1 second. So they haven't quite caught us for the minute yet. So they're losing a bit of time. So the people in front we're catching, the people behind are losing time, which means, all in all, we're actually doing okay. We're not doing too badly. It's the best sort of position to be in, gaining on the people in front, because you want to try and catch them and not be caught by the people behind. So having the information on the screen like this is very useful. You can see where you are with other teams, and you can see how the people in your team are compared to you, distance-wise. So you've got to stay together. So yeah, it's good. I do like a good team time trial like this. I find because it's smoother, it doesn't knack you out as much. Excuse me. In the races, a normal sort of one-to-one race, whatever you might call it, like a points race or a scratch race, whatever. Because you are racing against other people, you're always getting people trying to break off the front, put the power down on a climb, and you're constantly chasing. So it's almost like interval training. So you're in the pack, and it's all quite calm, and there's someone attacks, and it's like really put the power down to catch them up and keep up with everyone else. With the team time trial, it's a lot smoother. The overall average power can be quite high. With me at the moment it's 256, so I'm sort of on the higher end of my limit. My limit's about 260, I guess, but it's smoother, so you can last longer, if you like, and I do quite like these. They're all right. So where are we? 14 miles to go. We've just got to that. That was that whole. What you've seen so far, the 12 minutes so far, is that was the lead in, and now we're starting the official lap of 14 miles, from 14 and a half miles, and we seem to be doing okay. Where are we? We're still at 40 seconds behind the people in front, and now the people behind, they are 57 seconds, so they're starting to catch us, so we need to be a little bit careful with those. That's the DBR group. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those that I can see at the moment. Once I get off the front, I might be able to see some more. But it's quite interesting. So we're catching the people in front. They're now 37 seconds. The Velos group. There's 4 of those. And bear in mind, there is only 3 of us, so we do have a distinct disadvantage. I seem to be. I don't know how long I've been on the front, but I seem to be pulling quite a long one here. Mrs. That's what she said. Now, there goes John. And is Paul going to come through? Where's Paul? There you go, Paul. Off you pop. And then I sit on the back, all merry and happy, and take a bit of a draft, a bit of a break. I say a bit of a break. My heart rate's still going at about 160, so it's obviously quite hard work, but it's manageable. Got very slow revs though. Don't know why. That's a bit bizarre. We've just gone under the Flamme Rouge. Don't know. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're going up to going up to the corkscrew. No, the 180 degree turn, and we'll see how we get on in a second. We've lost a bit of time on the team in front. 41 seconds, not so good, and the team behind are catching us as well, actually. 54 seconds. So we have plateaued slightly. I'm kind of hoping that will change and that things will improve, but I don't want to be caught by a team, but I do want to catch the team in front. But I won't tell you what happens. I do know, but I'm not going to give you any spoilers because that would be a shame. Now, the team have just gone past us. You may have seen them on the right-hand side, on the other side of the road. That was the DBR group, and they're doing well. They're sort of catching us up, but hey-ho, it's a long way to go. That's what they say in the Netherlands. Don't know. Right, so I'm on the front again, doing a big pull. Pulling like a train, hopefully, 260, 270 watts, and that's where I want to be, because I know my FTP's about 260, 270, so that's where I want to be. It's pointless trying to do 300 watts, because I just knacking myself out. So I'm trying to keep it at my FTP, which is 260, 270. My average watts are around that, so that's where I want to be. That seems to be the best thing to do, heart rate wise, just under 160, so it's all manageable. So this is a good stretch for me. This is a good pull, and this is where I want to be. And then hopefully Paul will take over after a minute and he'll do his turn. So there you go. So I'll let you enjoy the ride for a little bit, and I'll stop waffling, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, there we go. And right, so we're now at the base of the small climb. I'm doing 250 watts. Things haven't changed a massive amount. The people in front, the group in front, are at 33 seconds. We are catching them up slightly. The group behind are at 40 seconds. So they are catching us up slightly. So it's important that we try and stay ahead as much as we can. We're on a climb now. I don't do great at climbing, but for what either the two in behind me are suffering, or they don't want to go ahead. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too great for them. I doubt it. Yeah, so now, there you go, I'm talking to the devil, and John tries to go ahead. For some reason, I don't know why I don't let him. Maybe it's because my minute's not up and I don't want to. Or I am now, so I'm going to take a bit of a respite behind him. Not that there is a lot of respite. I mean, it's only 3%, but we're only doing 12 miles an hour, so you don't get an awful lot of respite on these sort of climbs. Paul is still there behind me. At meter, so he's coming up, and everything seems to be okay. We're still at 248 watts, so 250 watts, so that's pretty good. So the average watts have gone down slightly, but that's not a bad thing. You can't go too hard. We are, as you can see, catching the team up in front quite rapidly now. You can see them on the top right map. You can see where their dot is and where they are. Now we're 26 seconds behind. Now that will vary because obviously they are on the way down, so they're going to increase that gap soon, I would have thought, and we're on the way up, but at the end of the day we are catching them up, but also the people behind are kind of, well, actually I say they're catching us up, they're about the same, so we're keeping them away from us at the moment, but we are catching the ones in front. So yeah, so things are going well. I am now going to the front, and Paul is not Paul. John's gone to the back, but I've got a feeling it's around here that Paul Stocks is starting to struggle a little bit. So, what we always say in a team time trial or anything like this where you're sort of doing a chain gang kind of scenario is if you're struggling, either try and go to the front and just do the smallest stint at the front that you can and get off, because it just helps everybody else, or stay at the back and keep out the way kind of thing. If you can't get to the front, that's fine, just hang on at the back, and I've got a feeling that's what Paul is doing now, although he's gone to the front. We're on the downhill bit, so he may take advantage of that, but at some point Paul does start to struggle and he doesn't go to the front, which is absolutely fine. That's the right thing to do, because it's pointless killing yourself going to the front if you're struggling. You're far better off just staying at the back, keeping out of the way, and we'll take you to the finish. We are going back into the underground, which means that there's going to be a short, sharp effort, and it really is quite sharp. I think they're about 15-20% or something ridiculous at the end of this tunnel, as we go back up to the platform. But I do, it adds interest to the course, doing all these kind of things. I think it's great. Right, here I am. Paul is, Paul's about 7 meters behind me, so I think he is suffering a little bit. We're 21 seconds, 20 seconds behind the group in front, so we are catching them quite nicely. Here comes that short, sharp little effort, as you can see in the elevation map at the top center. Not that bit there, it's this bit here. It's just where the elevators are, basically, here, and it goes up to, what does it go up to, is it 15 14%. Yeah, and it's I mean, when your legs are tired, it really does take it out of you. John obviously is finding it really easy. I'm not, and I don't think Paul is either. Paul's at 5 meters. Oh, Paul's really struggling a little bit here. 10 meters. So Paul's drifting off the back. So I don't want to go too far ahead. Gosh, he's gone 20 seconds. He's nearly at 30, not seconds. He's nearly at 30 meters. So I'm at 73 watts. I'm less than 100 watts. So I'm taking it easy. And waiting for them to catch up. In fact, I've stopped pedaling then. Where is he? He's 3 seconds behind, so it won't take him too long. John, I think, has gone back to get him. I've slowed right down so that they can catch up. Because, like I said, the time is taken on the fourth rider, although there's only 3. Now, they are catching up. So once they catch up, I'll start to put the hammer down again. That did mean that the time we were behind the group in front has sort of drifted off, because we did get quite close, but it's now 20 seconds. But at least Paul is back on tow, so that's a good thing. And the guys behind us, they're at 46 seconds or so. In fact, if you look at the guys behind us, you've got Nelson at 44 seconds, and then you've got Big Guy at 50 seconds. So they've got some big gaps as well. So I think that little kicker of a climb does catch a few people out, and you've got to be really careful not to completely lose one of your team, because you'll suffer. So we'll crack on, and I'll speak to you towards the end. Okay, so we welcome back. Thank you very much. So we are about to make the catch with the ABR group. They're 3 seconds ahead and 4 seconds ahead. Not the ABR group, the Velos group. Now we did catch one of them because let's have a look. We're counting 1, 2, 3. There are 3. Yeah, so he's one of these Velos guys has drifted back, and they've got the 3 in front. Now that's ridiculous, because what they need to do is the guy that's sort of in amongst our team, he needs to be with the others, because the time will stop on him, and not the other 3. So they really need to wait for him. And I think they didn't. I think they let him go. He's now towing. He's caught a tow on with us, and here's the catch as we go past that team. So hopefully those 4 will stay together now, and they won't do anything silly. But yeah, so that was the catch. So they're now behind us, and I didn't actually see how far behind the other group was, but you know, they're not really gaining on us at all, which is a good thing. So 3 miles to go, and we're cruising ahead, so I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, so we are now on, we're 1 mile to go, and everything is looking great. We're now 27 seconds in front of the Velos group, which is absolutely fantastic. So not only did we catch them for a minute, but we got past them for half a minute. So so good result for us. And we've done well. It's been myself and John at the front most of the time, and Paul has done the exactly right thing to do. Just sort of stay out of it and just hang on to the back. I mean, I've got to be honest. John Revel, he comes from another team, and he's very, very strong, and he does go in a couple of races time because. Yeah, shouldn't have said that really. I mean, it's like that now tells you that I've done 2 more races in front after having done this. But yeah, he then becomes a Cat 3, so he's quite a powerful rider who, you know, was looking at going up to Cat C, should say. So he's done well, and he goes up a cat because he's a lot stronger than me. His pulls have been brilliant. I've tried to do my best. I've done some good pulls, and Paul did some good pulls in the first half and did well to hang on. Really, it's been a good team effort. We've nearly finished. It's only 0.4 of a mile. We've done well. It's quite satisfying when you do something like this, and it all sort of gels. And I can tell you, my legs here are absolutely knackered. I found it really difficult in the last couple of miles. My heart's at 171, and you know, I'm near 300 watts, 310 watts. We've got the finish line up there, and my average watts are 246. So it's been really good. It's been a bit tough. Paul's at 2 meters, so I just want to make sure that we're not going to go too far ahead of him. But I think we all have a bit of a sprinty thing towards the at the finish line, just to get it all out of our system, if you like. But yeah, it was a really good ride. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more of this sort of stuff, the Zwift racing, that's what you're going to get, because I'm not going out very often at the moment, so it's either this or nothing. But let me know if there's anything else you want. Put it in the comments below, and I might do it. And do you want to see me on my bike doing Zwift? You know, because there's a few channels where that happens. I don't know whether you want to see this big blubbery sweaty mess suffering. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Let me know. Anyway, so until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.